Man and civilization started in the Americas. Civilization was much more advanced and people traveled and worked around the world like they do today. This Fulani man gives a breakdown of how so many so-called Africans actually didn't arrive until the 1800s. He explains how many of these tribes actually came from Asia and Europe, much of them coming in the late 1800s. Look, there's plenty of literature on it. Look, he exposes how much of African history has been fabricated so that the invaders can write themselves in and claim the land. He states many of the waves came from Caucasia. That's why it's called the Black Sea. You can see a black Caucasian to the right here, and your recessive mutated versions. He says the Fulani word for the word Caspian comes from the word Ka, which stems from the word Cain. Cathane or Catholic comes from Cain. That is why the Pope literally kisses the feet of these so-called Sudanese people. Of course, Rome is Edom, which was taken over by Japheth and Cain by way of Chittim. Edom was red-brown or ruddy to start, but he also bred with Ishmaelites, which gave us some of these dark Edomites. All dukes are of Edom. This man's tribe invaded Africa and is a duke. Look, see? Just like this man and his tribe. The pale versions are the front office people. The Ashanti are from Europe. There are so many conflicts because nobody really has any right to the land. It was never designed for man. There are red-black, yellow-black, and blue-black people, and they're not all the same. The Shona tribe are from Persia. Many tribes are from so-called Mesopotamia. The Middle East went through an apocalyptic reset. It wasn't always a desert. This is the Strait of Hormuz. The Fulani themselves, among many others, come from Arabia, which is another source of many Edomites. And a large number of so-called Africans are actually from India. Look, most of them arrived in the so-called Middle Ages, and many arrived around 1500. The Khan takeover of Asia pushed an abundance of people out. The Fusang or Fushang started the Shang of Asia. Their records were reset. Even the people we call Indians in the modern day are from America. The original Rome is in America. Columbus's quest for Jerusalem was in America. And apparently he knew an apocalypse or reset was coming. America was already built up, as you can see, but the reset was underway or just happened. There was a worldwide civilization that was taken over by force, Evangelion, evangelically. Islam and matrilineal Judaism are a part of that cabal. They were not separate and they were contemporaries. Look. Muslims even prayed to Jerusalem. The cabal is diverse. Look. Their mark is everywhere. Look. See? It's ubiquitous. All over the realm. Especially the Northeast, which was Greece and Rome. The mark of conquest. Conquest. Nothing has changed. A clan member built Mount Rushmore on the site of the 6 grandfathers or 6 kings, the Vikings. A pilgrimage is a journey to a holy land or sacred place. That's why there were pilgrims coming to America. There is no stratigraphic evidence that the modern day Holy Land is the Holy Land of the Bible. Look at Professor Gunnar Hyson's work. It's obvious. And I understand not trusting stratigraphy because the surface has been melted down several times. And these so-called tombs in Israel are a front, blocking the excavation of the melted city beneath. And the cosmos around us have likely changed as depicted in Joshua. But the biblical geography matches the Americas.